and that will retail for £399, including an airbag. The only thing that you have to pay for on top of that is you have to subscribe to this piece here so that it can continually be updated to allow you to be protected in the best possible way. It uploads your rider data continually when you go home, when you log back into your Wi-Fi, feeds your data back to the cloud, to In&Motion, and they rebuild the algorithm on a weekly basis and re-deliver it to your box so that it's always having the most up-to-date information. That's why we've chose to work with the company that we've worked for. They're called In&Motion. They're a French company, and we believe that they are the best partner to work with to create something that does protect you in every single situation. Make sense? Cool. The componentry within the garment, it weighs about 400 grams, 600 grams, depending on which size and stuff like that, which you go for. And actually most of the weight, believe it or not, is a level 2 back protector, which most people are going to want to choose to put in their garment anyway. The reason that the airbag is, well, what we try to do is create the airbag as light as possible. So when you kind of feel this garment, when you pick it up, it doesn't feel over the top heavy, and that's really, really important. It needs to be as convenient to use as it possibly can be. It needs to be as comfortable as it possibly can be. The level 2 back protector is included and holds all this piece, your inflator, and then you've got the air cushion which runs around the garment. So if I just take these off, and you can see here the blue area is what we call the cushion holder. So within that fabric layer, what you have is the airbag piece. The first thing you'll notice probably from looking at it is that it is full coverage all the way up the front of your body, all the way down the back of your body, and really, really importantly for those guys racing, as we were just saying, all the way around the top part of the shoulder to protect you from collarbone accidents as well, collarbone breaks. So a very protective airbag within our garments. All of the garments feature the 3D bubble mesh liner throughout any area that does have the airbag in it as well. Anywhere where we're adding a layer in, there's going to be more chance of retention of warmth within the garment, which is not something that you always want. So by using the bubble mesh, what we actually do is we create a microclimate against the rider's skin to allow them to vent more air. So it will be more comfortable as a result of that. So we shouldn't see that this garment is over the top hot as a result of those airbag components. Again, making it as easy as possible for you to use the garment on a daily basis. Make sense? Mm-hmm. In the box, we've got 3 sensors, and they are continually sensing when you're out on a ride, and they actually sense 1,000 times a second. You've got 2 accelerometers and 1 gyrometer within this box. You then have a GPS tracker within the box. Importantly, the GPS tracker is secondary to deciding whether or not you are in an accident situation. And so if you're driving through a tunnel or something like that, the box will still decide if you have met the criteria for being in an accident and will set the box off. From detection time, when it's detected you've had an accident, to the bag being completely inflated, it's less than 60 milliseconds. And guys, just so you fully understand, we've been developing this for a couple of years, and we have had 0 false deployments from our product. Every single deployment that we have had, a rider has been in need of the algorithm, the airbag, to come into play. So we're very proud of working with this company in this way. This is the correct way to do things, we believe. Okay? Shall we set it off?
Yeah.
Perfect. Give me 2 seconds. We're just going to get the box inside the garment. We'll set it off, and then you can kind of have a bit more of a look and play with the garment fully inflated. Okay? Cool.
It's probably worthwhile mentioning there, Joe, that Johnny has been a big part of developing this.
Yeah.
Johnny Cars. So he owns RST, so he's racing basically.
Yeah, that's exactly right. So the guy that owns our company is actually a racer from way back and still now, and he absolutely loves it. He's been involved with many different ventures. He likes his super twins, that's his real big thing, and he's been doing a lot of the development for this as well. So really, really cool. For about 15 seconds, and then the bag deflates. It's designed to deflate to 80% of its total capacity. The idea is that you will have the maximum level of protection when you're having your worst physical impacts against the airbag, and then the airbag deflates, yet stays at 80% inflation to continue to protect you. The idea being that if you are in a situation where you are unconscious or there's other traffic about, it will continue to protect you. Okay, super important. So this one will deflate in a slightly different way. So when we set it up, you'll notice that it will deflate in a slightly different way. Not only that, but these are demo inflators. And actually the inflators, the gas generator within the garment inflates at a slightly slower rate so that you can actually physically see the thing, and it looks really good for your kind of slow motion on your phone and stuff like that. But actually, the ones that you get in the released product will inflate a little bit faster. You won't really be able to notice it by eye, but it'll make a difference for the kind of when you set it off in real life for that slow motion kind of thing. And the third thing is, because this is one of our test products, this has been set off over 20 times already. Okay? We guarantee the airbag to be set off 3 times, and you can recharge it yourself 3 times, no problems at all, at home. You don't have to send it back to us. After those 3 times, it must come back to us so we can reinflate the airbag to make sure it's still pressure checked and check the garment along its stitching. Okay? So really, really important. This one has gone over that, and what we're doing is we're kind of inflating these to the point of failure. So please bear that in mind. Okay? Perfect. So this is the GT CE leather with the airbag in, and yeah, should be ready to go. Adrian, are you ready to?
I'm ready, yeah.
Okay.
Have you done this before? No.
No. I'm game running.
Mr. Blobby.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
I'm like a buy on storage.
It looks like me.
It's really particularly
Where's
impressive.
that going to?
It's really particularly impressive in this product, especially because obviously any leather products will be quite physically tight,
Yeah.
but this leather is very, very stretchy, so you can actually see the coverage that Adrian is getting from the garment. Look at the coverage across the front. Look at how much protection there is here. Look at the top of the shoulders. Now, if Adrian was wearing a helmet, the inflator is designed to come up to where the helmet sits against your neck. And actually, if you were in a situation where you were lying unconscious on the road and had a spinal injury with a helmet on, that helmet would be completely stabilized and you wouldn't be able to move it apart from in the forward motion. Okay? So a paramedic would be able to lift you straight into the back of an ambulance and you'd be completely stabilized. Yeah, exactly. Important thing is, guys, Adrian can still move his arms if he needs to. So if there's ever a situation where there is a false deployment, he still can continue to move the way that he should. Importantly, we have never seen a false deployment, and that includes when our factory riders have been riding with the garments on at the TT. So imagine the difference in the energy of what the rider is doing at the TT. Still 0 false deployments. Adrian, if you could just turn around for me. You can see the coverage across the back as well. So we've got the level 2 back protector here has been forced away from the garment. So you've got all that to be able to absorb the impact in the case of an accident. Guys, I really encourage you, come and have a look and have a play with it while Adrian wears it. We'll take it off Adrian after a little bit.
I'm keeping it on, bring it out and you're in Saturday night.
Guys, come and have a look, because you work
Give a
really...
on the wall.
Who's wearing them? What top guys are wearing them?
We had Cotter Cummins and Ian Hutchinson in them last year, and we had no inflators actually in the bag, but the brain was connected and was switched on because we're developing a specific road race style algorithm. However, with the current race one, we had no false deployments. So actually, that race algorithm, absolutely brilliant, and works, and we know it works. We're just building one for those particular riggers.
I can tell you now, I'm just looking to go across the collarbones, and that would definitely save you on the collarbones. Okay? Definitely would. But most race guys, the first thing they'd fall off is they get the break a wing, like, you know.
Guys, come and have a look.
I broke that collarbone twice and that one once. And that's when you get to the pay stage for one of those two.
Did you feel it at its full inflation and then come down a touch?
Yeah, it's down a bit more.
Yeah.
When you set it off at the start, you went, whoa.
It's shocking, isn't it?
Yeah, that's alright.
That's now 80%, obviously.
That's now 80%. So if you were in a situation where you were unconscious or there was traffic or more dangers, you can see you're going to be still protected.
But the most important bit is that, you know, not everybody's going to wear a jacket. It's actually taking that on an adventure jacket. go for an adventure ride or something out in a GS or a ground stuff or whatever they might be out on. I've got a twin or whatever. So it's a good jacket.
So the release will be designed not to deflate until you take off the garment and then you pull off the gas generator. It comes away from the bag and then all the gas comes out of the bag, and that's how you deflate it on the release garment. So it will stay inflated. If you do want to take it off, and the guys can actually have a look at the cushion holder on the inside. Do you want to? It is quite difficult to get off when the things are when you've broken yourself as much as Adrian has.
All right. You do 10 or 12 laps of scaries like that, you're sticking to you. Oh, there, the man. Oh.
There you go.
That's it.
And you can see that.
Oh, it is a good job. I see him let them off.
Yeah.
Have you never pulled them off?
The next level of safety. You really and truly believe
Right.
just now releasing it in garments accessible for everyone.
Thoroughbred, Jim.
Everybody.
I guess thought, but just let you see that before you go, you know.
Yeah, very similar. But yeah, RST airbag garments. Guys, thank you very much for listening. I'm sure there'll probably be some questions, many questions perhaps. I'm here to be able to answer those. Adrian will be getting these garments in towards late March, and they will be available to purchase from Adrian from then, no problems at all. I'm sure you'll be taking pre-order deposits, all sorts.
Yeah.
So
We
please.
have a lot of them coming in with a good forward order in, so we're decent stocks. But we do expect these, to be honest with you, the first lot will go quite quickly.
Yeah.
Because then your next production line is going to be in around July or August time.
Yes, correct.
So I know the first ones are going to be.
So really, really important, guys. If you are interested, please register your interest as soon as possible with Adrian. We expect this to be completely game-changing. Thank you very much for listening, guys. Cheers. Nice one.
Thank you.
We'll give you a bit of a round of applause, Joe. Good man.